Dear Prabhuji, is there any technique that can help in meditation?
We can see that there is today like a spiritual market all over the world. That offer all kinds of methods and techniques for meditation. Books, retreats, course, teachers, instructors that teach certain methodology or certain technique of meditation. Of course, everyone offer a lot of benefits from his techniques. If you practice this technique, you will be more intelligent, more clear, more creative. You will connect to nature. You will achieve peace. You will connect to God. You will achieve happiness, relaxation, etc., etc., etc. There are many. And every day appears more and more. But the truth is that no one of them can lead to meditation. No one of them can give you meditation. Mental tricks cannot put you in a meditative state. Meditation is the product, the result of all of your being. Meditation is not something that can be added to you through any mental trick or a technique, but is a result, a product of all your being. You can take any product and you will see that that product is not something that is added to the company, but is the result of the effort of all the personnel, all the people, all the workers, executives, etc., directors. So many people work to put that product on the market. That product is the result of all the company. It's not something that can be added to the company. The results you have, your results in life, are not the results of your efforts, professionally, or in any artistical, etc. They are a result or a product of your efforts, of all your being. It's not something that is added to you. Similarly, meditation is the result of all your way of life. It's the result of the way you walk, you eat, you sleep, you interact with others, you react to certain situations, you work, you rest, you dance. The way you relate to others, to the world, to life, the result of all your being in a moment, flourish meditation, happens. But you make efforts to try to learn and add to your life the trick, the technique, the how to do something, to be meditative. But you can't. It is impossible. For the simple reason that the mind is anti-meditative, anti-meditation. The mind is not meditative. So it doesn't matter which trick or technique you bring to your mind to concentrate in a chakra, to visualize lights, to repeat mantras, to repeat this, to repeat that, to concentrate here. The mind itself cannot be meditative. Mind is talking, constantly talking, no? You look at a tree and the mind brings the word, it's a tree, oh, a flower. You look at the stars in the night and the mind brings you, oh, beautiful stars, like there, like here, and continue to verbalize and verbalize, constantly verbalize. In other words, mind brings you verbal photos of existence. Mind verbalize existence every single moment. And meditation is totally existential. Mind bring instead of pure existence, words, symbols of ideas. If you hear that meditation is peace, mind will bring the word peace, the idea peace. And yes, you can relax and hear the world relax and you understand that word, is a verbalization that arises in you, the idea of relax. But at the moment the lesson of yoga is finished, you go home, and the relaxation on the way begin to disappear, because the idea of relaxation disappears. Ideas come and go. The peace that you look for is not peace. It's a verbalization of peace. It's a conceptualization of peace that is destroyed when the first cell phone call you finish the peace. No more relaxation. I love you. Love. Our love that can be verbalized is a concept. Ideas. Idols, say the Torah. They are death. The word love is instead the real love. And the word love never touched the real love. The concept of peace never touch or become near to the real peace, the existential peace. And the mind goes and verbalize and make words, and you remain with words in your hands. Concepts of meditation, idea of God, concept and word like enlightenment, and discussions and theories and assumptions, etc., etc., etc. Mind is a social thing. Ego is social. It's excellent. I have nothing against mind and against verbalization. But as long as you deal with society, as long as you deal with the other. But meditation, you deal with yourself. Is the product or the result of everything what you are, between you and yourself, from yourself, in yourself. Has nothing to do with the other. Has everything to do with existence, with life. When you want to meet the others, you need words. When you want to meet life, you need silence. Silence. In 1 Kings, chapter 19, verses 11 and 12, we found this amazing terminology in Hebrew called the Dhammadaka, a voice of subtle silence. I will not go into all the verse because it's long, but this word, a voice of subtle silence. This is meditation. When Elijah, the prophet, experienced this voice of subtle silence. It's very weird because it's a voice, but of silence. When we experience not the concept of silence, but the real silence, when there is love, when people in love meet one with the other, they don't talk, they look one at the other. They look one in the eyes of the other and nothing to say. There is silence, but not because there is nothing to say. It's not because nothing happens. It's because what happens cannot be expressed in words. If you was never in a situation in your life when something happens to you that was not possible to express in words, that means you never live. You was dead. This is the kind of silence. It's not a silence because nothing happens, but too much happens. Everything happens. So words are not enough. There is no words to express it. When your life is full of love, when all your heart is full of love, when you love your work. A few days ago was Valentine's Day. These people say it's the day of love. And people think one loves the other, no? They say, love the wife, the husband. No, we talk when you love not only your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend, but when you love your work, when you love your home, when you love your country, you love your city, you love your flowers, you love your efforts, your sacrifices, you love yourself. When your life is full of love, that love will be the result in meditation. Without any technique, without any method, without any effort. Because meditation comes to you. Meditation looks for you. But you cannot wait. If you wait, nothing will happen. Believe me, in this world, to those who wait, never nothing happens. And this is not only for meditation, but for everything. If you sit to wait, nothing will happen. Meditation happens, you cannot achieve it. But you need to look for it. Because to look for it is the way to be open to it. In this life, things will come to you. Don't think you will achieve them. But you need to look for them. In the sense that you need to be open to them. So look, in searching for it, be a seeker. That means be open. But the important thing is not the trick, it's not the technique, it's not the method, it's not the retreat. The important thing is the quality of your life. When you go to work, when you do your work, in the way you relate to others, in the way you eat. There, you go and cultivate a meditative life, and one day you will sit without any trick or mental technique. And in that silence, as I say, with words, you need words to meet society. But life meets you only in silence, in that love, the product of your life. The product of all your life, of all your being, will manifest. And that is meditation. Only then you will understand. Cannot be taught. Cannot be taught. Cannot be taught. Cannot be. Masters don't teach technique, how to do it. Masters teach how to sit, how to walk, how to enjoy of the stars and the sunshine. They try to transmit a quality of life. and meditation simply happens.